Good evening, good afternoon rather, book lovers of the internet. Welcome back to my channel. I am BookNerd802 and in this video I am going to be reviewing the third volume of Energy Quest by Peter Magro. Now this one consists of about 40 pages. I rated it a 4 out of 5 stars. An extremely enjoyable read. I took notes on Google Keep since, to my knowledge, it is not yet on Goodreads for some reason. I feel as though it should be uploaded onto Goodreads as soon as possible, and I had forgotten how great the cliffhanger is in this volume when I completed this one for the first time about a year ago now. I will put a link in the description because I've already spoken about this volume on the channel, and this one is completely different when it comes to the cover. Completely updated, I would say, a very fresh look in comparison to the first two volumes, and the artwork on the cover was done by Eric Leone, apparently, for some reason, volume 4. That cannot be said of the fourth volume, but we'll come to that in another review. But anyway, what I found to be most interesting is how the hive persists even in a location where humanity was sure it had eliminated AI entirely. Zero is caught by two humans and taken to this location where one of Zero's enemies from Volume 2 resides, and the hive takes advantage of Zero's presence to destroy the final few humans. As a matter of fact, my family decorated for Christmas just a couple of days ago, and I came across this, coincidentally, which kind of gave me PTSD from both volumes 2 and 3. I think they are called Santa's Little Helper in this graphic novel series, and they can be quite dangerous. I don't really trust them at all. Um, but yeah, I mean, Zero contributes towards the final few humans being destroyed by the hive. I spotted a human skeleton on a chair in one of the panels, whilst Zero was following a blue ghost called Andromeda, which I thought was a lovely touch, a bit of a morbid reminder of how little of humanity is left, and at this stage I don't think any is left at all now. Zero is captured by two humans a few pages later and is taken to a place where robots are expected to run on hamster wheels in order to generate electricity for the stadium until their batteries catch on fire, basically, until they completely run out of juice. And in this one, the final few humans remaining on the planet attempt to destroy all robots and take the world back. Rightfully so, I suppose. Humanity should be at the top of the food chain. It is organic, after all, and biological rather than um, technological. But they too are interested in finding the immortal battery, but so is our persistent protagonist, Zero, here on the cover. And apparently he can also live for a while without batteries entirely, although it greatly compromises his ability to do any form of exercise or movement for that matter. And although I am not happy with the way in which Zero was treated by the humans, I can completely understand why humanity is trying to seek revenge on what we would call them nowadays, the clankers, honestly. You know how there is the N word designated for people of a certain skin color? Basically, people who are not people, who are robots, they are called clankers. It's a slur, apparently. And eventually, I have a feeling it's going to be quite a horrid racial slur to use. And we might find ourselves in a Matrix kind of situation as well. And I am still curious with regard to who this Andromeda character is. Now that I've read Volume 4 um, and written a review, I know completely who Andromeda is, but what she might have in mind for Zero, as well as how humanity found itself in such a state to begin with, those were things which I was very curious to find out upon completing Volume 3. And now that I have several of the answers, I am very satisfied, honestly, very happy. But I'll speak about Volume 4 in another video. And I am also saddened by the fact that Zero continues to lose friends Despite defeating his bullies, Zero, as we all know, hates bullies entirely. He does everything to destroy bullies from the face of the earth, and rightfully so. I honestly would do the same thing. And as I mentioned towards the start of the video, this was definitely a 4 out of 5 star read from my end. And one thing which I would have done differently is to explain how the Christmas toy suddenly came to life. So this guy was basically in a cage with Zero and a few other characters who were also trapped in there. He had been um, dead, basically, completely conked out for a few days, and then all of a sudden he came to life and the hive was able to destroy the final few humans. I feel as though that could have been explained just a bit better, but that is all from my end with regard to Energy Quest Volume 3 by Peter Magro. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. Also take a look at the other videos in which I reviewed Energy Quest Volumes 1, 2, and 3, and let me know what you think of the series, whether you are intrigued by the concept or not, whether you are curious about anything I can explain. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.